Are you looking for an amazing neighborhood in Omaha that basically feels like you're on vacation every day? Well, look no further than Zorinsky Lake. Today we're going to do a full tour of what it's like to live near Zorinsky Lake. It also means that you're super close to the shops at Legacy. My name is Morgan Putnam and I'm a local realtor. Let's get into it. Thank you so much for stopping by the Omaha Insider YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe so you're always the first to know what's going on in Omaha. So Zorinsky in Omaha is just south of Center, and on the east side it starts at around 156th and then ends around 175th, but it's really in neighborhoods. But the main thoroughfare through Zorinsky is 168th Street, and in 2025 they redid 168th Street that goes over the lake, so there's now a trail underneath 168th, so you can connect safely by just walking underneath the street instead of having to cross along 168th, which was very risky. There are a lot of different pavilion areas and parking areas at Zorinsky, which is super nice. So you can come, if you don't live close, if you don't live walkable, then you can drive, park your car, take your dogs for a walk, go on a bike ride, go on a run, go on a walk. There are endless opportunities for recreation activities here in Omaha at Zorinsky. It's really common in Omaha for homes to be built up around any sort of lake, and so it's really nice when Omaha has a lake that is not exclusive to just the homeowners that live on the lake, and that is why Zorinsky is so amazing. So if you do the entire loop around the full lake, it's 7.8 miles, but now that there is this cutoff around 168th, you can do a 4.5 mile loop as well. So this is part of the walking trail, and the lake is amazing for paddleboarding and kayaking. However, they say that you're not allowed to have motorized boats on Zorinsky, but there are oftentimes motorized boats on Zorinsky, like little fishing boats. It's obviously a no wake boat situation, but like as you can see now, there are two motorized fishing boats out there on the lake. So it's obviously nobody seems to be calling the police on these people. So obviously go for it. It must be allowed. There is a ton of shade at Zorinsky, which is really nice. And there's also different bathrooms along the trails that are not disgusting. So there's plenty of opportunities to use the restroom because it's a pretty long trail. And so it's nice to have access to different bathrooms. And as you can see, here's like a little pavilion behind us that is great for picnicking and like doing a little like birthday parties. Sometimes people do birthday parties here. And then those are throughout all of Zorinsky. There's at all the different parking lots. It's a great place to get together with friends. Zorinsky Lake just opened this brand new playground. It is fully inclusive. All kids of different abilities are able to play on this playground. They have like a little toddler section that is a little bit smaller for the smaller kids, and then also just a huge playground. It's nice that they built some shade because it will get so hot in Nebraska in the summer, and so it's great to have these different little big umbrella things to provide at least a little bit of shade when it's super hot. It has just like that plastic surface, so it's a nice solid surface. You don't have to deal with sand or gravel or wood chips to get in kids' shoes. This is just a great addition to Zorinsky because it's already really a magnet for a lot of people who care about recreation or wanting to do different walking, biking, scootering around the lake. This is a perfect little place for kids. And as you can see, we are really close to another pavilion over here. Zorinsky also has some decent wildlife. Like you're not necessarily going to see like, you know, anything super cool, but if you're lucky, you might see a deer. You're probably going to see some turkeys, maybe some ducks, geese, plenty of geese. But again, it's better than nothing. There is over 250 acres of water. So Zorinsky is a pretty large inner city lake. The whole park is over 1,000 acres. So this is a large park for Omaha. So this is a neighborhood that is just north of Zorinsky Lake and has great trail access to Zorinsky. You can just walk right through the neighborhood and get on a trail that connects to all of Zorinsky Lake's trails. So we are technically in Armbrust Acres, and this is just one neighborhood that is close to Zorinsky, but there are a ton of neighborhoods. I chose this one because this is kind of like right in the middle as far as price. The average price point for a house in this neighborhood is going to be anywhere from like $450 up to about $650, depending on the updates and upgrades inside. A lot of these homes were built in the 70s and 80s, and you'll find that with a lot of the homes around Zorinsky that they're going to range from about 1970 up to about like 2010 is probably the newest construction construction that was happening around Zorinsky, and now it's all very much so established. As you can see here, like these trees are really mature, and which is super nice for it to not just be like a new construction neighborhood. You get those benefits of a very established neighborhood, but you also then get some of the cons of it being in an established neighborhood where sometimes maybe the houses haven't been updated or taken the best care of, but that's not the case in Armbrust Acres. People love taking care of their homes in this neighborhood. There's also great aspects of the neighborhood that's very community feeling, like they have movies in the park during the summer, and it's just really an amazing neighborhood that's a close-knit community. And a lot of these homes are going to be like the two-story, maybe a multi-level. It's not necessarily a neighborhood full of ranches like you're going to get in like West Side or around like 120th and Pacific. So it's just a more two-story, multi-level type of neighborhood. And this is not unusual around Zorinsky. There just aren't necessarily a ton of ranches being built in this era of home. It's just more of a multi-level, split level, and a two-story type of neighborhood. Another great aspect about living near Zorinsky Lake is that you're really close to Lifetime Fitness. This is a gym in Omaha that is, as you can see, absolutely gigantic, and it's almost like a community hub. There is daycare in here, there's different summer camps for kids, and they also have like an amazing pool, water, like borderline water park if you're a member here. They have pickleball, they have all of the things that you would come to expect at a gym, but it's just so large, and there's always so much going on here that it's almost feels like it's a part of the community. And this is just north of Zorinsky Lake, south of Center, and so it is really close to all of those neighborhoods that are really close to Zorinsky. Another great part about living near Zorinsky and the lifestyle that comes with being so close to Zorinsky is that you are super close to the shops at Legacy. This is just on the southwest corner of 168th and Center, so it's right there, really close to Zorinsky, and it also has apartment living and senior living here, so it's really a multi-use space over around here at Legacy. There are some fabulous restaurants and shops. In the shops at Legacy, there's Blue is really famous, Dante's really famous. There's Parliament, which is like a place to dance late at night, and really just a lot of different boutiques. There's a Rockford camera here, a nail place, there's a pool place. I mean, there's just a lot of different shopping and retail that is happening here, as well as great restaurants. So Legacy is a huge benefit of living close to Zorinsky and living in any of these neighborhoods that are really close to Zorinsky. So this is just a little bit of the information about the lifestyle of if you're living close to Zorinsky in Omaha, and it is an amazing neighborhood with really the full gamut of price ranges for homes, so you can have access to this amazing recreation area as well as different shopping and retail options really close to a lot of these neighborhoods in Zorinsky. If you have questions about Zorinsky or any of the neighborhoods associated with Zorinsky, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you. My name is Morgan Putnam, and I'm a local realtor, and my number is 402-720-9886.